I don't know if it will or not. It might be a new YouTube thing. Says I'm still here. Interesting. Everything looks good. Are we back? If chat hears us, say we're back. We're back. Chat's back. Is YouTube back? Mars, did you die?
No, I'm right
okay,
here.
you're here. You're just not saying words. Okay, Twitch is back.
I'm not saying words because I don't know if we're back.
Is YouTube back? Allie's
Twitch
back.
is good.
Great. We're good. All right, I changed some settings.
YouTube.
Fingers crossed. Allie's here, so we're good. Everybody's back. Lovely. I'm sorry, guys. It's such a sucky scenario with stream.
Rough.
I really hate stream in the sense of there's literally nothing I can do without going live and having it fuck up. Right? That's the real issue. There's like no way to troubleshoot without actually going live. And that kinda sucks. Hello, Jim. Welcome to the second half, I guess. Not even the second half. We've been doing this for only an hour. So I hope we're fucking good. Knock on wood. It's still, OBS is still selling me sending data. I might have to look into some other way to, because, theory, unknown, but possible theory. My understanding is Twitch recently allows simulcasting now. And if that's true, well, they do. And so and to my understanding, that's fairly recent. And so I'm thinking maybe Restream is being overloaded because it's saying that OBS is disconnecting. And what is that disconnecting from? It's disconnecting from my Restream.
That would be interesting.
And so what if Restream is being overloaded from everybody being like, oh shit, we can simulcast now.
That could be it. Holy shit.
I'm just curious.
I wonder if anyone else
Obstacles, yes. Obstacles.
Obstacles. Well, as long as we're back, that is what matters.
That is what we're back right now. Very interesting.
We are learning so much tonight, you guys. Crazy.
Indeed. Lower the output scale resolution. Huh. I'm looking at different stuff. Like I said, I actually changed a setting, so hopefully we'll be cool. Knock on wood.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Was there a Twitch issue?
I don't see an issue.
Okay, if you don't see an issue. It's just Stream Elements is like catching up, so I can't tell if that's
It looks okay on my end.
Okay. Then there's no Twitch people in chat. Somebody in Twitch say hi. Oh no.
No, they're texting. They're testing. Mason said test.
Mason's YouTube. Estrox.
Oh, that's right. Nope, Estrox said hello. We're good.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but I'm watching it appear on Twitch, so it's working.
Okay, that's fine. Hi, Twitch. Hello. Welcome. Okay, I'm paranoid now. You're not doing good enough. Okay.
Ooh, how's the tea going, Federico? It is delicious tonight. I decided to go with just chamomile and honey, which was needed. I didn't go into work today because some of my kids are still off due to their districts, and I see them at daycare, so they're kind of just all pulled from these different districts, but some went back today, some go back tomorrow, so more than half were like, yeah, we don't come back until tomorrow. And then one of my younger clients actually canceled because he was sick. So I'm looking at my schedule like I'd literally only be working for 2.5 hours today. Like that's not worth the drive. So I made today a paperwork day and I will do makeups another time.
Oh, snap.
Plus I was exhausted from driving 4 hours yesterday to get home.
Yeah, really. Got back later than I thought.
The traffic was so bad.
Yeah.
It took me down a street right before a particular bridge. And the GPS was trying
Unfortunately,
to
there are
save
many
me
of those.
10 minutes. And it did not save me 10 minutes.
No, it took you like off the main road and then back on the main road.
Unbelief. Yup, that's exactly
they love
what
to
it
do
did.
that.
And there
what's
was also
horrible?
a fire truck trying to get to an accident and no one was letting them in, so I'm trying to let them in.
Yeah.
And then everyone's honking at me like they're crazies.
Not the vital words of Ori.
Sick to my understanding, Mason. Sick.
Oh, I had to say this. I had to say this on stream. So I was driving home. What?
I don't know. Federico's saying mic check.
Yo.
I'm just listening to myself real quick. Yo.
Everyone sounds fine to me.
Nope, I sound okay.
But what I was gonna say is, so I was driving home today, and enjoy dinner as struck.
Make something good.
Yeah. So I was driving home, and I came upon I don't know if I would call it an accident, but there was a car stopped in the 3-lane highway, and so only one lane was accessible. There was a cop van with 2 police officers as well, being safe and everything. So I am 1 car away from this police van about to merge when they stop us. It's like, give us two seconds. Oh, just a rapper joke? Good.
Oh, okay.
And they're like, give me 2 minutes.
We're taking the scuff seriously tonight.
One of the officer gets in the stopped car. He puts it in, I'm assuming neutral, and then the other cop pushes the car. Now they're on a hill. We're on a hill, so it's down. So the cop is just running after the car. They purposely did this. It wasn't like it was an accident or something. They purposely did, as the cop in the car is like steering the car that's just coasting down the hill off, so it's out of the way.
Oh my god.
Shit to me. It was like, oh my god. Like, honestly, good thinking, but also hilarious. Horse ran over a woman on a bike. Was it Juan?
Right out of a comedy.
Was it Juan, Federico? Urban poets.
Ooh, frozen pizza? Nice.
Was the horse Juan? Sounds like something Juan would do.
Does. Really does.
Yes, he was number 1.
You can't do that, Mr. Krabs.
I was gonna say something else, I forgot. But yeah, so that was my little funny thing. Made me take an hour to get home, but it's still funny. Sometimes traffic's really bad.
It'd be like that in that area. And I think what was even funnier, going up, so I was taking a throughway all the way up the first time around. So I'm driving. It was 122 miles according to my GPS. So I'm just like, okay, but at least it's a straight through. Coming back, it took me off the throughway. And it made me go through the Catskills, go over a bridge, and then take a parkway all the way down. And I was like, wow, the traffic must have been so bad.
Does Phoenix ever get his driver's license? I'm gonna go with no.
No.
I don't think he does.
Absolutely
because
not.
I think that by time he would like decide that he needs one, he has Edgeworth.
Yeah.
Just say. Now the real question, and don't actually answer this, anybody, if it is said in the games. If it's never said in the games and it's like an out of thing question, you could say, but I want to learn in the games. But what I'm thinking is, does Apollo have a license? Because honestly,
that's hard to say.
I think that's hilarious if the answer is yes.
And then Phoenix just relies on his protege to drive him everywhere.
On his young protege, his 9-year younger, like intern at one point, it feels like.
Is the traffic thrilling over there? I mean, Federico, enough people cut you off to keep you alert.
It can be very stressful.
So I guess it's thrilling.
There is like a level of traffic that is absolutely horrific, and to me that level of traffic is medium. No. But see, what's interesting, when the traffic is medium, to me is the most horrifying time, because there's so many cars on the road that you're like, in order to change lanes, it's like a rough time because so many people are doing things at once, but there's not enough people where you're going slow. When traffic's going pretty slow, you can change lanes basically all you want if you're mildly aggressive about it. I'm not talking a lot. I'm just talking like actually you start to move over even though you know there's a car there. Like, they'll let you in because you're crawling at like 5 miles an hour. But if everybody is going like 20 miles an hour, but there's like everyone everywhere, horrifying. You do not know the amount of times I've tried to change a lane and the person on the other side of that lane has also tried to change the lane at the same time.
Oh, that's the
horrifying.
Worst.
It's so common, and hate it. But if you're moving kind of slow, it's easy.
Well,
Nick
when
is
you're
11?
moving slow, or there's enough room.
I thought Paul was
plus
21
the other
and Nick was
person
30,
has to
but
like
maybe
let
I'm
you
wrong.
in, and that's a big one too. Because a lot of people, they don't like to let others in. They think, oh, if I drive faster, they can get behind me. But then you run out of space to make the merge, and it's like, well,
Let me have this. He needs a booster seat strap. But that's what makes it funny, Struck, right? Yeah, the edgy Uber is pretty great. That's why I sent that like Tumblr post with the little Chibi Edgeworth and Chibi Francisca and Chibi Gumshoe in Edgeworth's like convertible, and it's like, I have never needed a sticker so bad. Oh my god, I just had the biggest brain blast ever.
Oh?
So we have that, right? We have Edgeworth driving his convertible with Francisca, and then Gumshoe in the back with the confetti. All it needs is K, but now picture this. Phoenix on his bike with Maya sitting, like riding like on the like BMX spokes, and Pearl like on Phoenix's shoulders. But it's the same like really cute chibi style.
Be amazing.
Like, I need it so bad. Right, Ellie? That's what I said. I thought he was super young. Nah, he's like 22, 23. Is Dado the dojo you went to? Wow, amazing. So did you learn how to beat him up? Apollo's 22 and Nick is 33. Okay.
Okay.
So honestly, I need that really, really bad. No Pearl in the sidecar. Oh my god. Maya's in like the kid seat that sits on the back of the bike. And then Pearl's in the sidecar.
Pearl's in a sidecar.
That's
she
beautiful.
has to be.
I love that.
That's amazing.
But I need it specifically to look like Phoenix is struggling to pedal the bike, right? Pearl and Maya having the time of their fucking lives. They have the sunglasses on, but then Phoenix is dripping in sweat, hunched over the handlebars. Like, oh my god, I need these two. I need these two stickers
Artists,
so bad.
You heard her. Get on it.
I need to make my own. This is This is one of the hard things about art, guys, right? I love, some of the art styles are adorable, and I am envious of the artists that have, like, they also have a chibi style. I'm just never happy with how I draw chibis. I'm just not, like, that artist that drew the Edgeworth Francisca Gumshoe in the car, they have like a normal quote unquote art style, right? Like where they don't draw chibis, a non-chibi art style, right? My art style is obviously not chibi, right? I love my art style, but I also want to be able to draw chibis, and I have physically drawn them, but they're just never in like the way where I'm like, I'm happy with this and I had fun this way and I think they're aesthetically cute. Like, to me, the benefit as chibis is being merchandisable, right? So easy to merchandise chibis. Where a person looks at Apollo and
quick to
Trucy.
make as well.
Thinks both of them are teens? Yes, Pastry Puff. Thank God we're not the only ones. At least it's canonical. And because of my art style, amazing. It's just practice. You just gotta go. You just gotta make the trick. This is for everybody. The trick to making your art style or your style for anything is looking at another artist and like identifying what about that you like specifically, right? Like out of all of the things,
And then pulling
what is
bits and
that
pieces
that you
here and
like?
there.
And then just being like, all right, so I'm gonna do that. Right, so it was like, I like how anime eyes are drawn, roughly, right? My eyes are in, like, an in-between, I guess, between, like, full-on anime eyes and, like, Western anime eyes, because some Western anime eyes are, like, super simple. But then it also came to, I think, like, artists, specific artists that very influenced my art style. ABD Illustrates I specifically took inspiration from, of like, wow, I really like how your line work like looks. I really like how your eyes look and this sort of thing. 2038. No, it's dark. Okay, guys, at the end of this year, Dylan will be out of hell and he will be back to Ace Attorney every week
Yes.
for the rest of time.
And we'll be good to go.
It'll have no further interruption. Dylan will be fully in his career. Mars will be fully in her career. It'll only be when they have to take sick days.
Yes.
That's it.
That is the plan.
I will say, I'm very proud. I don't know how to say this. I can't really say this. I'm trying to be
Sure
as
you
vague as
can.
possible. No. I have to be as vague as possible.
Oh.
But basically,
What
I
is
think
Ori about
somebody...
to reveal?
I think possibly there's a high chance that I was recognized solely on my art style. And that's really
Oh.
cool.
That's awesome.
I think we can definitely finish investigations early first quarter of 2026.
I think it'll
that's
happen.
doable.
I
think
have
we'll
faith.
get halfway through right? There's only 5 cases, right? Tell me there's only 5 cases and not 6 cases of investigations, the prosecutor's path. Otherwise, then I don't fucking know.
I'm hoping so.
But I think quarter 1 of 2026 should be fine. Now, I do, to my understand that the Apollo Justice games have more cases. Okay, only 5. Does Apollo Justice have 5 or 6 cases? Thank you, Allie. Yours too, and Mason, and Pastry Puff. All of your styles,
Yeah,
very
everyone
iconic.
has very recognizable styles.
I was looking up. It has 5,
Good
4.
stuff.
I think Pastry Puff's answering the other one of an investigation. It has 4. Okay. I think
Okay.
then we can probably finish Apollo Justice within a year of finishing investigations.
I think it can happen.
I think that's doable, reasonable. So, not 2038, okay. I think that we
it
will...
wouldn't take that
I'm
long.
very certain. 6 has 6, 5 has 5, 4 has 4. Oh, look at that.
Oh, nice.
How nice. How nice indeed.
How very, very nice.
Okay, but are these... This is the question about the DLC. Are these DLCs that are the actual ones within the normal thing that we can play? Or are they those really special fancy ones that are really annoying to find? I'm only counting the ones that are like within the easy access of the remaster that came out. They're in the collection. They're actually playable. Okay. I am confident we will be done with Ace Attorney by 2030.
That feels right.
I think that's reasonable. The first trilogy took us a year and a half, I think, mathematically.
Roughly, yeah.
And then Investigations was only supposed to take us a year, but of course Dylan's schedule has fucked that up, just like amount of time-wise. But so I'm assuming that at maximum, the second trilogy will take us 2 years at maximum. And then we have the next 2. If they haven't... Well, I'm gonna say, Estruck. I'm gonna say... Ace, we have been what Ace Attorney has been fucking looking for. I'm gonna say this with my full chest because I cannot
Capcom
even
wants anyone to advertise their game. We got this.
I cannot even the fact that we started and both Apollo Justice Trilogy and Investigations came out within time for us to play them.
Yeah, that was like actually
kinda
crazy.
Nuts.
That was insane.
Yeah, Strong. I think TGAA will be before 2030 as well. Again, we'll finish Investigations beginning of 2026. Then we have at maximum 2 years, 2028 for the Apollo Justice, and then there's 2 more years for the Great Ace Attorney. We're easy.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
And then we'll be in it.
And then we have a ton of side shorter games to get through slowly.
We do.
Of course,
Holy
Ghost
shit,
Trick.
we do.
I really want to do the Detective ones.
Ghost Trick is a big one.
Paper
Duck
Perjury.
Detective. We've talked about Murder by Numbers.
Murder by Numbers is one where like we may or may not do it, Dylan. Uncertain. That's where we're like, that's what life has told us though, Penguin. Right? Like that what life has mentioned to us.
Yes.
And honestly, I would fucking freak out if that happened. I'm not even joking. If we're near, I wouldn't even say the end of the Great Ace Attorney. If we are near the end of Apollo Justice or the Great Ace Attorney, like the Apollo Justice trilogy or the Great Ace Attorney duology, and it's like fully announced its existence, I will flip my shit. So Nancy
That
Drew
would
is
be
going to be the
Friggin'
next
epic.
main series one, but I know like the 2 Duck Detective games are pretty short. I know that like Ghost Trick will be multiple streams, but like it's not Ace Attorney level shit, right? You know, like a lot of these are not. Like, Ace Attorney is a whole series. It is a while. And there's just a bunch on our list that I do want to do that are just shorter games in general. That are easier to fit in that way. Like, I just updated my list. Yeah, the big Locomotive I really want to do as well. Paper Perjury and Locomotive.
Oh, that one looks good.
Look fun. Honestly, I think it was Esdrock was gonna play Socrates Jones, Pro Philosopher. If you recommend that one, I'm pretty down for that one and then the second one. Because honestly, it gave real big nostalgia vibes in like the best way, like looking at it. And I was like, this feels like would be really, really fun. I also know they have Tyrion Cuthbert, Attorney of the Arcane, as like the spin-off one as well. But the next big like series, look at them! Look at Guy!
Oh. Wait, where? Show me.
It's in a sketchbook.
Oh my gosh! I love the expression so much.
I mean, they're good in their own ways, Allie. I think you gotta pick.
I think they're very stylized. Like, I don't see an anatomy issue at all, to be honest.
To me, this one's just your personal preference. He's adorable.
I mean, the only thing
either
maybe
way.
I could see is that in the second one, the arms are more like noodly, I guess.
I think the first one is very stylized. The second one is closer to like realism, proportion-wise.
Hmm.
I'm just looking at where the arm lies compared, but
Yeah.
I think they're both good.
I'm looking at like the hard angle of the elbow versus the second one. And oh, he has
Duckman.
more leg exposed on that second one, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, Duck Detective. No, not that. Don't fuck that, Detective Mason.
No.
No, if I just need to make even the most bare and they print free money. Oh, you mean of Leighton? Yeah, so Federico also mentioned Leighton. I would like to play the Leighton games, and the sole reason they are not currently on the we will definitely play them is because of the accessibility. And the reason is because like half, I think, of the games are 3DS games, which are just nearly impossible to emulate. I just can't. They're like notoriously really, really difficult to emulate, and I don't even know how I would do that. And I will be honest, I'm a little afraid to attempt to modify my DS in any way to have it be capture carded, and I'm just not. While we have other series that we do want to play as well, then go with the second one, Allie. It's whatever one you like. It's your boy.
Yeah.
This is your reference for your boy.
You define what he looks like.
Yeah, exactly, Penguin.
It's
and so
all you.
I know the voice acting is so good. Yeah, I mean, my understanding is the Tangle Tower voice acting is also really good. So that is like a caveat. But for us, especially Dylan, a large level of enjoyment does come out of being able to do the voices. So,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, and temperamental.
It's also just kind of part of our identity at this point as well.
Oh, so there you even go. Well, my understanding is there's a difference between modding and the capture card. And if I'm being honest, I've never attempted to touch one of my things that way, and I'm just not like, if there is, say, one day down the line where we have nothing else to do, like, I'm not against it, but it is just, we are winning microwave. It is just
We are
solely
indeed.
an accessibility thing, because
I
I
know
was
and
like
welcome.
stressing over here before the Apollo Justice remaster came out, of like, how am I gonna play Spirit of Justice? I don't, and it was like, Ori, you need to calm down. Like, that is years away. We'll figure it out.
It's all gonna come together.
Oh, nice.
And lo and behold, it did.
And it did come together, and so I'm very, very happy. So I do, if like the moment that Leighton, that like level 5 is like, we're making Leighton like computer accessible, like, I don't even need any changes. It literally just needs to be like it literally just needs to be accessible in a way where like I can play it. Like, the Switch works fine, you know, that can be capture carded easily. It has the right ports for it, you know, obviously any PC level game, perfect, easy. If some technology comes out where people are suddenly able to emulate 3DS, you know, tech in the next, you know, 10 years, to not, you know, totally not ruling it out. We're totally willing to play it. It is just solely, how to access
It's
it
a matter
for
of
stream.
how.
Yeah. And that's really
the
the
big
only issue. Otherwise, it wouldn't even be a question. And I will say, I don't really want to play the crossover, you know, without the other ones. And if my understanding is the crossover is 3DS only anyway. So, like, I was But I want to say, because we had started Ace Attorney and because it was only the last game that would have been an issue, I was like preparing myself to have to set up like my phone to record like my hands playing the 3DS. Like we were going to do something
for it.
We were going
really
to
gonna
do
go
it.
For it.
But yeah. But yeah. I was gonna make it work. It was just, it might have been jank, but then, you know, we're the Ace Attorney heralds, I guess. I don't know. Is it too pompous for me to say that? I just can't believe the fucking timing on that shit. Because it had been years since the last, because what? The Great Ace Attorney came out 2020?
It's been so long.
Right, the
and then
remaster
as soon
did?
as we started playing. Suddenly all these remasters
And then we started playing.
Like, ooh,
and it was like, oh, Apollo Justice Trilogy was coming out. And I was like, thank the Lord above, my prayers have been answered, because I was able to emulate, of course, frickin' Investigations and, you know, Prosecutor's Path. But then we were like nearly, like we were like about to start Investigations 1 and have them announce that like it was coming out, was like, that's insane. Right? Like that was like, that gets me
wild
every time. Yeah, I'm really annoyed. I'm really, like, pretty upsetty spaghetti about all the fucking Nintendo shit. And they're, like,
I'm
digital
legit
shit.
rethinking my whole gaming system.
I am currently not gonna get a Switch 2 in any way.
I might go Steam Deck.
Cult. I will say, Federico, if I was able to edit the Ace Attorney wiki, I'm not gonna lie, I would say that I would have like a large impact on all of the sprites in there. Because I'm like, I'm doing this shit. Like, I'm fucking puzzle piecing these together.
The amount of nervous phoenixes you have drawn.
Exactly, Microchip. That too. I will say, there are many, many more artists for Ace Attorney 100%. But I'm just saying, like, as like a wiki level of like, I'm doing the sprite work anyway, kind of insane. Never had consoles, Penguin. Have you've had handhelds though, right? Well, Allie, Dylan and I were going to split it because it did have that one FromSoft game on it. Night Rain's the one coming out that's Elden Ring related. The other one.
Oh, crap.
But there's another one.
My headphones just died.
Oof. But Dylan and I were gonna split one. I was like, I would split one.
Please.
Oh, just could buy games, not gaming software. Yeah, the hardware. Yeah. It's gotten a lot. Don't worry about it, Penguin. It took me so long to realize the difference. But, I mean, I'm PC Master Race. I, like, refuse to not purchase DVDs of things that I like of movies and stuff. Like, I'm very, 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 very upset that Klaus does not have a DVD. I will say, I've learned cool things. I don't know if Mars can hear me. Mars, can you hear me? She can. Guys, Mars's Christmas gift this year is gonna be epic as fuck. That's all I'm saying. But, it's related to what I said before. Smash? Oh, I'm glad, Allie. He is a Smash. They can't not be Smash. All of my boys are Smash. It was an accident. I mean, it's not like I intended for him to be ugly or not Smash. See, I think what's also difficult for me personally is that, like, the Smash is so wide encompassing. You know, I feel like other people, it's sometimes maybe not as everything Smash, but like, damn, this works very well. Mars gotta fix her husband. Guys. So Mars really likes the movie Klaus, right? She's still not here? She's still not here. Good. And, I figured out. Oh, she's back. Hello.
Well, I'm not back. I'm on my phone because I'm trying to figure this shit out.
You can hear me now.
I can hear you. I think... Ori, do you remember that one night we were trying to optimize my setup? I think the plugin is not working because we disabled my speakers.
Oh.
That's probably why my headphones aren't connecting when I put the wire in.
Ah, yeah, that would make sense.
It's not picking up anything.
That would make sense. Let me try to remember how you have to go to the... yeah, control panel.
I'm actually looking into it.
I know how to do it. You go to control panel.
Control panel.
And then you go to, like, yeah, Ori said nothing. I didn't insult Mars in any way. The rotating
hardware
cow.
and sound, right? View devices.
View devices, and then I think it says output devices, and you can see your speakers, and you can like reactivate the speakers.
Output. Oh, sound core.
Yeah, sound, whatever.
Connected. Connect.
Yeah, that is the tagline for Super Smash Bros. No, it's just like, I feel like some people wouldn't be like, I think I actually made Grossberg a smash, right? Like, I think I actually made Winston Payne a smash, right? Like the vibe-wise.
Yeah, there's smashes.
But, like, I feel like there are definitely, like, you know, people where it's like, no, they're not into that. But, like, so my point is, like, the spectrum is very large. And if I really, like, put in a little effort, I think Olus would be a smash. But, like, I had to specifically, like, keep it toned down. And that's the problem.
Oh, boy. This is having a time.
Maybe
Jesus
not
Christ.
the problem, but the reason.
The answer, if you will.
The answer. It's funny to think how that accident is basically like become a large pillar of just like stream and our community, is the fact that oops, Ori makes everything hot. And not in like the what I think I'm very proud of.
But in a good way.
In a non-problematic way, right? Because there was all that controversy about what's her name making like Jaden hot or whatever. And it's just like, I'm not doing it problematically. That. Or he said, yeah, really. Federico, be warned.
Devices.
Yeah, right,
sound.
Mason? See, and I think it's also, there's also a level of, like, being Ace myself, is that it's, like, there's a lot of vibe in it, right? Like, they're not only a smash because they're, like, honestly, I would say most of the time, in, like, the cases of Winston Payne and Grossberg, they're not necessarily, like, culturally beautiful of, like, American beauty standards, but, like, they are full of hot vibe.
Okay, I'm gonna try this.
Clean. I am the Midas of Smash. I have the magic touch.
On laptop.
Oh, what's Jacques Portsman's Japanese name? I have no idea. I know it's not Kyoya, and that's the only one I'm upset about.
And show disabled devices. That's it. Okay.
I'm so sad about Kyoya.
And sound settings.
I'm so sad about Kyoya.
I don't want input. I just want to reactivate my speakers.
I don't know why she's struggling so hard. It shouldn't be this difficult.
Okay, right-click the speaker icon.
It tells you
Sound
Makoto
settings.
Yuki. Makoto. I don't know any other characters by that name. I guess Yuki's not uncommon.
Having a time. Damn it.
Well, I mean, Mars, literally, if you, like, just sit on your phone until, like, 10 o'clock, they'll be charged enough.
Yeah, that's true. I think I'll just do that.
Like, honestly, you don't sound that bad, and we're not, like, recording your voice or anything, so...
All right. So we'll just go with that then.
Instead of struggling so hard and possibly screw something else up. Name for Persona 3. The whole thing? Like, the whole Makoto Yuki was, like, a whole thing? A whole other character's name? Like, first and last name? That's pretty wild. Because, like, there's a lot of characters where it's, like, first name or last name.
Okay, they're charging.
What? I guess I'm trying to think of, like... I don't know if I just watch a lot more anime than cartoons, like Western animation, but like I'm really trying to think. I don't feel like there's a lot of
anime is more plentiful.
Maybe because I'm trying to sit here and think it's like I don't feel like I've had a lot of name crossover when it comes to like Western animation. Versus, I feel like there's a lot of name crossover when it comes to, like, anime. Where it's like, oh, if I need to type in, like, Natsu, like, 80 Natsus come up. And it's like, okay, fuck. Gotta know his last name. Yeah, Kyoya, right? Kyoya.
Oh,
there's, like,
Kyoya has
10,
so many.
15, 20 Kyoyas. BB. BBs are perfect, Mason. Rise of the Killer BBs. BB is perfect. But yeah, and so it's just very interesting where it's like, there's obviously common names in Western culture, right? Like, you know, everyone went to school and had like that one,
but I feel like no one is picking those names for their protagonists.
Not very often. And definitely not in the ones, like, I'm watching. Like, yeah, Anne from Amphibia is an incredibly common name, right? Marcy and Sasha, like, are normal, quote-unquote normal names, but you don't hear them very much. I cannot think of another animated Anne character from Western
The only thing
animation.
I can think of is Anne Shirley from Anne of Green Gables. That's it.
Yeah, wild.
Like, that's the only other, quote, like, pop culture Anne I can think of.
But I'm saying, and like, on top of that, Allie, that, like, you go to Avatar The Last Airbender. None of them have, quote-unquote, common names, right? And I don't know if, like, Suki, I guess, is a Japanese name, but I don't think, but Sokka and Zuko and Katara and Aang, like, none of them are, like, from anywhere else that I think of, dude. Right? That's what I said.
You did not, but okay.
Okay. That's what I tried to say. Katara. You know, I'm just trying to think, like, Gravity Falls, Dipper, Mabel, Stanford, you know, Stanley. All normal names. Wendy. I guess there is another animated Wendy from Peter Pan.
Yeah, from Peter Pan.
But, like, it's not like
Luce from the Owl House, Amity.
Luce, Amity, Willow, Gus. Gus is Amity.
Like, Gus is a
unique name. Luce, medium, because it, you know, it is leaning, like, Hispanic culture-wise, so I wouldn't say it's as common in certain areas. But Gus, totally fucking normal name. Willow, pretty average. Hunter, so common. I've known multiple hunters.
And yet I cannot think of a single other hunter in media. Which is
Fire Nation based on Imperial Japan. It makes sense. I mean, they're all based on various cultures. I feel like common names from other cultures, they're both English names.
Yeah, but Pastry Puff, what we're talking about is like...
I guess what I'm saying is like...
crossover of names between
when I
properties.
sit here and think of common English names. Like, I'm thinking of
I had to
Ryan.
Say, this weekend I was searching for a Sakura charm. I have to specify which Sakura I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Because there's so many Sakuras
Sakura from Windbreaker?
in anime.
Sakura from Naruto? So, right? If I went, I like Natsu, and gave no other explanation, is it Natsu Dragon Eel? There's like 8 different Natsus. Like, if I just try to search Natsu, right? There's so many.
Let me see. Natsus in anime.
So
How
common.
many are there?
Versus like, I can't sit here and think of like, and I totally get if it's like a common name. I'm surprised that we don't seem to have that in Western animation. Like, I can't think of another Finn. Is there another animated Finn from Adventure Time? Nope, you got Fry, Futurama. Like, there's F's, but it's just not, I don't know. And so, like, but, like, they do feel like common names from other cultures, but that's what I'm saying. Why do Western cartoons not have what I would say are common Western names that you see, like, every child, like, you go to school, like, when I was in grade school, we had multiple Johns, we had multiple Jacks, we had multiple Ryans.
Lots of Ryans.
Lots
multiple
of Sams. Taylor's, Jennifers.
Another one.
I can't think of any animated characters with those names.
Well, I think that also falls into, like, a pretty Americanized trope of you must pick a name that stands out to people.
Like
you
a
want something that's
name.
going to be memorable.
Because
and
I'm
that's
also
a big
thinking,
thing
like,
when it comes to English writing.
Because I'm also
Whereas,
trying to
like,
think of...
I know in Japan there's meaning behind the names given, depending on, like, what characters you use to write the name. But that's a little bit different.
Finn from Star Wars. Ooh, you got me there, Mason. Not animated, but you are correct.
But he's not animated.
Yeah.
Pineapple on pizza
don't trust
you.
But I think that may also go with it.
I've had pineapple on pizza. It's not half bad.
I think what may also go with it is a level of both enjoyment, like really pushing like fantasy characters having fantastical names, and two...
Well, you're never gonna find another Frodo. You're never gonna find another Gandalf.
Yeah, and then on top of that, having like a melting pot level to it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like saying, I did not feel like Luce was out of the ordinary, yet it's not like an English name, right? Like it's a Hispanic name, right? And then on top of that, you use like, it is very common, in America at least, to go a little outside of the box. There is a level to it, but giving like kids names like Willow or Fern or, you know, Brook, you know, River.
And you
right?
see it more and more
and just having names where it's like, oh, like, for lack of a better word, more like you're naming a pet to a level, right? That there's less rules, if that makes sense. And then on top of that, we really cycle names, like age-wise, right? Like, like having eras where like, oh, these are grandma names because this is like, you know, Cynthia,
this is
Evelyn,
the name that all the grandmas have.
Meredith. These are all like old people names, but then they come back around. Now there's children, you know, that have, you know, more, for lack of a better word, historic
having worked with
names.
My kids, we are in the phase where some of those names are coming
That's
back
what
around.
I've been hearing, yeah.
And that's what's interesting. Because I have one of those names
pineapple
from that
sandwiches
list you
good.
gave, Ori.
That's what I'm saying.
As one of my students, and I was like, really? Okay.
Yeah. And so I also just think, like, maybe we're just more upset, like, easily accepting of slightly rarer names, right? I do think that there is a cultural level of where, like, we've gotten to a point like naming your child Apple.
Level of everyone wants the name that's the special name. They want to pick out something that no one else has, that no one else has thought of. And the big way I see people doing this is they'll take not a common name, but like a fairly, I'll use the term you use, medium level name, and then spell it in a unique way.
Which has its limits.
Be how they kind of justify that. It definitely has its limits. Yeah, exactly, Penguin. Like Ashley, I've definitely seen that one before.
That's too far, in my opinion.
That one, I feel so bad for the poor kid.
The LEIGHs are just
they
like...
will learn about the silent GH, and they will learn about the vowels earlier than their classmates by having a name like that.
Isabel, yeah, it's just like there is a level where it's like nah, but I'm more talking about like the idea of like when you name a character, like when you name a main character, like Westerners name main characters, at least like American wise, it, or like even Canadian, you know, a lot of Canadians make, you know, the media these days as well, right? Is that you have like names that are names but not, right? Like the idea that like Steven Universe, while Steven is a very like normal average name, where are the other animated Stevens? There's other Stevens in media, but like other animated characters, even if I look up like cartoon Steven, like I think all I'm gonna get is Steven Universe.
Steven Universe.
You know, but then the thing about that, yeah, all of it is Steven Universe. But then how easily accepting of naming characters Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl, we're just, no, those are just names. Right? Like those are just names.
Steven from Pokemon. I always forget about him, to be honest. Hang on.
Steven.
What does he even look like? Steven Pokemon.
Oh, God,
Steven Stone, that's right. I always forget about him.
But see, like, there's always gonna be doubles. I'm not trying to say that there's no doubles, but like I said before, if there's like anime Natsu, there's so many, you know, right? Cartoon characters named Steven. Not Stevem. Okay, there's the one guy from American Dad. They show me Steve, which is not helpful. And there's a pizza guy, which I'm assuming is from Uncle Grandpa, based on style. Ah, and then there's the clown. He doesn't really count. He's not mainstream. He's indie production.
Ah, damn. Poor Steve.
He's great. If you have not watched Worthy Kids, what is it called? Big Top something. It's about clowns and stuff. Worthy Kids.
So don't watch if you have a phobia of clowns.
There are clowns involved. I think it's really funny. It's like stupid goofy, but like it's weird. You know, I don't know. It definitely gives Big Top Burger. That's what it's called. Big Top Burger.
Okay.
Well, but see, that's what I was saying, Mason, right? Gertrude could come back around. It's all time.
Yeah.
Your name is Mid.
I like the name Abigail. That's a cute one.
Abigail's fun. I think there's definitely some older names that are better than others. Like I said, Evelyn's not bad.
Oh, it definitely
Meredith's not
runs
bad.
on the spectrum.
You know, Abigail's not bad.
I love. Gertrude, I'm sorry, the hard G does not.
Gertrude
do it
is
for
just
me.
yeah, the ger is kind of ick. Fine Cause Delightful.
I'm sorry, I think
Allie,
Gertrude, and I legit think of that's a name for a turtle. I'm sorry.
Greta though, not bad.
Greta isn't terrible. It has the R after it to help break up that G.
I guess so. Instead of G-E to G-R.
Gertrude.
So Allie, watch Worthy Kids
different.
Big Top Burger. There's not a ton of episodes. It's just like a goof. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's one of those like it very much gives indie production vibes in the sense of like you can do whatever the fuck you want, right? Like the vibe can be whatever you want. So it definitely doesn't feel like mass produced, I think is the best way to it's a hard thing to explain. It's weird. And we still haven't gotten, we've only like recently gotten to a point where it's like I kind of understand the story happening. But like barely, and there's
but
so
also
many
what the
questions.
hell's happening?
Yeah. Like it's a time.
Well, there's another one.
Yes,
list,
that is
I
a big
suppose.
one, Penguin. That is a big one. Also, that your kid won't be a kid forever. I think that's an important thing that people sometimes forget.
Yeah, that's huge. Like, you gotta remember that. Your kid will have to live with
You gotta
this
realize that
name.
your kid will be an adult with this name one day, right? I also will say, I've said this before, and I'll say it again, if you plan to call your kid something that is not their first name or a nickname on their first name, just make it their first name. Why are you not just
Why not? Like, just go
there's
for
a
it.
difference between you're a kid. It's on YouTube, Allie. Just type Big Top Burger. It's on YouTube. There's 2 seasons, which are each basically a 30-minute. They're like a 20-minute episode each. No, I'm sorry. Season 1 is 12 minutes, and season 2 is 21 minutes. So, there you go.
Aha.
And I'm realizing I did not see the last episode of season 2. Gotta do that.
Snap.
But yeah, it's different if you, the person with the name, decides to go by something other than your name. That's completely different. But I have a cousin who is named a first name that nobody calls him. And they went into naming him this with the expectation that they would call him a nickname based on his middle name. And I don't understand why they didn't just switch it. Right? Let's say his middle name
kind of odd.
is Samuel, right? Pretend these are fake names. And his first
But
name
everyone calls
is
him Sam.
Arthur, okay? So he's Arthur Samuel. And they went into this naming him Arthur Samuel with all intents and purposes to always call him Sam.
It's just like, why?
Like, why did you not name him Samuel, Arthur then, right? Like, why did you not, like, I don't understand. Named Clear.
Just kind of confusing.
Clear Rivers. What a time. I mean, they definitely did that because their last name was Rivers. Which is another thing. You have a better one?
I feel like Claire would have been more clever.
Well, it's actually more like if his middle name was Jonathan, but everyone called him Jack. So his first name was Arthur, his middle name is Jonathan. So he's Arthur Jonathan Smith, but we call him Jack Smith. And he introduces himself as Jack Smith. His parents, his entire life, has called him Jack Smith. His parents never once called him Arthur. They always called him Jack. That's what it is. It's like...
That's crazy.
Like, it's one thing if you change later, or the person with the name decides to go with their middle name, or their nickname off their middle name. But it's a whole nother thing to me when you do it purposefully. Just makes no sense. I'll never understand.
Crazy. Craziness.
Craziness indeed. I can't get over how I've given Axis like an actual middle part, where everyone else just has like the illusion of a part. Axis has a real part.
Which is so wild that none of our other characters do.
It's just how I draw the. It's just how I draw the hair. It's just like because he's so like a split, it just adds to like the angles of the head, where everybody else has like their thing on the
unique.
side.
Like, you could tell this character is not part of the group. He's doing his own thing.
And I will say,
and I like that a lot too.
This is how you can still have the same style, but change little elements of it. I would say my, normal style would not have that thing, but just adding that is still stylized to me. It still looks like my hair, And we gotta have the ahoke.
Fabulous.
That's because I just like the ahoke, guys. Okay.
The ahoke is just so good.
Beautiful. Oh, I don't know what I'm making for dinner tomorrow. Something with chicken, I guess, because that's what I have thawed.
I haven't even thought about breakfast for tomorrow because I gotta go back to work, and I'm just kind of like.
And Grace just had nothing. Like Grace came from out of nowhere. Penguin. Like the name just came out. Like, I just don't understand the purpose, right? Like, imagine you learning your identity is one thing and never being able to legally go by that unless you like get a change, right? Like, nobody calls you that. You go, yeah, out of nowhere. What the hell? Every silly does get someone.
It's like, what was the build up to this?
What was the build up?
What was the?
Yeah, what was the thought process?
Thought?
Yeah,
yeah, that's the word I'm looking for.
Because there's a difference of like, okay, you're a kid and you're somebody, and it's like, I hate both my middle name and my, you know, first name, so I'm gonna choose something else. What, like, be my fucking guest. You do you. It's what you're being called, right? But when somebody else, when you're being named by somebody else, it's just like, then why name them at all? Why did you do this? It makes no sense.
Yeah, Voldemort knows his IRL. I mean, I don't, but I haven't seen Ori in a while.
Yeah, I cut it off since last we saw. It's important to the aesthetic.
Nose job gone wrong.
Nose job gone wrong. Oh god, horrifying. Horrifying in all ways.
Truly. The greatest horror story you could ever tell. I mean, Allie, you know everyone's going to have an ahoge. That's just how it works in this
technically
universe.
So well, it's not technically an ahoge. I do.
Olaf, I don't think does, but he has a hat. We don't know what's under the hat.
He's canonically bald.
That's what's under the hat. Before he was bald.
No, he didn't. He's a collar, and he has some hair, but it's sporadic, like a true walrus.
That's such a strange way of describing hair. Sporadic hair.
No, never that one. I've never drawn that because honestly, horrifying.
Not
penguin.
That penguin. No.
What I will say is sometimes I do count the like little bang fallout as an ahoge for certain hairstyles because some hairstyles just like don't work with it. I will say I never give Phoenix an ahoge solely because I know he gets the little bang piece in the later design, so I have to like suck it up and accept.
No ahoge for you, Ori.
Yeah, it's very sad. Same with
Edgeworth.
Edgeworth.
The ahoge.
They just both have hairstyles that like don't work for it easily. You know, where I would have to like slightly change the hairstyle a little more, which I would
one of those
do.
Things where it's like the hair design is already complete and it looks beautiful. So it's like, crap, we can't do anything more to this. It's already perfect. Okay.
I'm fudging how your pants work.
Is there any hairstyle you can't stand? We talking IRL or on characters?
As like a drawing thing, I just find like the really, really, really short hairstyles, like crew cuts and stuff, just to be boring to draw. Because they're like, let me just shape your head different at that point. You know, like there's nothing like fun happening, you know, because it's basically just your skull with a little bit of hair. So it's just like, not really personally interested.
In the imagination department, which is frustrating. For characters. Hairstyle I can't stand.
Drawing wise, I find.
You know what? No, I thought of it.
Okay.
The pompadour.
Yeah.
Josuke's pompadour.
I think it's okay when it's like to a certain level. I hate when it's overdone, right? Like there's like delinquent anime characters constantly have the pompadour, right? But when it's like a normal size, I'm like, I can accept this. It's not terrible. Like I don't personally like it, but like I'm like, this is okay. Josuke's is just too much. Right?
I
Josuke's
feel like
too
if it
much.
was just dialed back a little
It's
bit,
just
like
too
I know
much.
I know it's anime and I know exaggeration is the name of the game. But wow.
Yeah, fucking the one kid from Mob Psycho that I'm blanking on his name.
Oh, Teru?
Teru, yeah.
Yes. Okay, when he gets the tall ass
his tall
he
hair.
looks stupid as hell.
But I know that's the point, but that's why I'm bringing
But it's
it up.
like that one's part of the joke.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Purposeful. Like I'm not supposed to like
No,
that.
yeah. See, Elvis is an okay level though, right, Federico? Like it's just like Josuke's is just too much. And then what was I gonna say? For specifically drawing it, I honestly can't easily do any of the classic spiky hair anime hairstyles because they're random in a level that I don't understand. Right? So like drawing Bakugo's hair or Midoriya's hair or Natsu Dragoneel's hair, you know, like the very classic this is classic anime protagonist vibe.
When you think of anime.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it has to spike in a way that somehow looks messy without actually being like there's a, it's very interesting. And it's one of those things that's just like, yeah, I can't do it. It needs to have, I think what gets me about it is that when I learned how to draw hair, I learned how to draw hair from the realistic standpoint where they always tell you, like, figure out where the part or the point that everything comes out from is. And it's like, no, I feel this so bad, Allie. I feel this so bad. And, like, you are emulating my thoughts entirely. And I feel like the big issue just comes from, like, they kind of just don't follow those rules. You know, like, spiky anime hair, like, doesn't follow those rules. And so it's like, I don't know how to do this beyond that. But just, like, it never comes out the way I want. I will say, if I sat down here and really tried, I could probably do it. But I have no desire to add that to our characters. So when it does come up because of, like, fan art or something, it is like I have to sit here. Like, Bisco has the spiky hair, right?
Bisco has the very spiky hair.
Yeah, so, like...
He's also got the goggles, too,
I had to specifically...
Which I think kind of helps, like, taper
it definitely helps.
look.
Oh, that looks great, Mars. My goodness. But don't.
No, I'm not gonna. It's just very beautiful.
It's very beautiful. With the chess piece and the wheel. Oh, so good. The
like,
gears.
holy shit, they put a lot into this one.
But, and, like, I did it, but I, like, had to specifically, like, sit down and practice drawing Bisco. That was the whole thing. He's got very sexy furry entrance. Yeah, he's also sexy fucking furry Elric. Edward Elric.
Yes.
As Mars will never let me not know.
Just a bit more buff is all.
He's very buff, Jesus. Big, wide boy.
Indeed.
Rival Gumshoe in wideness, in width.
He could. Oh my god, he could. But yeah, this is why we kind of opt for less spiky styles. And I feel like it also goes with the theme, not the theme of our series, the aesthetic. That's the word I wanted.
Yeah. Like, I think I do draw, like, Milano's hair is messy, but it's long, so it doesn't work the same way, you know? I'd say Ferrex's hair is on the pretty
gravity.
messy side. Oh god, Mason, what? His hair's a gun?
What the hell?
Despise.
What am I looking at?
Despise. Despise. Hate.
Oh, that's bad.
I have so much hate inside of me. All I have is rage.
And you thought Josuke's pompadour was bad.
I literally didn't even attempt to watch 4 because of Josuke's hair.
You
and
did
then
not miss anything.
Being told that it's like plot relevant also hurt me.
I didn't find it plot relevant. It was more like it tied into his backstory and
Yeah,
why he wanted
that's
to like
too
do what
much.
he did.
Too much.
But it didn't affect like the overarching narrative. It was more just like, here's something about his past that informs his decisions now. So it was like maybe 2 episodes. And then, of
Still.
course, the running joke where, like, if someone makes fun of the
Yeah,
pompadour,
that
they
I
get
also hated.
pummeled.
Couldn't even do that. Like, oh god, why? Why does it have to have any bearing on the story at all? Please?
It was rough. It's like, why? Why?
Too much. You love the gunhead? No.
If you love the character, more power to you. There's some designs we just cannot abide by.
You might be able to get back on your headphones, Mars.
I think I can. I think they've charged long enough.
They charge really fast. Oh god, Axis, you're gonna be a pain in my Axis. Okay.
Okay, let's give it a try. Let's see. I'm gonna read.
Will Mars be able to return? Or did she screw everything up forever?
Much better, much better.
Ah, she's
this
back.
This is what we like. This is what we stan.
See,
Ugh.
like, how much power do you got now? Probably a lot.
Probably a good amount. I was just, guys, I was so damn tired after the whole weekend. It was great, but there was a lot of walking around at the convention. There were a lot of people. It was definitely crowded. And then in between all of that, my friend who lives in Boston, who I was staying with, was introducing me to the city. So we literally walked all over the place. And I'm all for it. I love walking. I love exploring when I go on vacation, especially when it's like a new place and I get to take pictures. I actually took really freaking good landscape pictures that I am so damn proud of, in all honesty. Maybe I'll share them in a bit. But it was very tiring. And then add on the drive I had to do, because I left my car with a friend who lives in Albany, and then we drove into Boston together. So leaving Boston, we had to go to Albany, get my car, and then I could finally drive home. And that took about 3.5 hours.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
definitely
already
not
very tired 'cause we
directly
drove
on the way.
about 2 to 3 hours to get from Boston to Albany. So when I got home, I was feeling it. I was like, hi, parents, missed you. I'm going to knock the hell out. And then today getting up, I was like, I'm supposed to have an 8 a.m., but let's see if they actually do. Oh no, their district is closed. What about this one? Nope, close. Okay, the only district that's open has 4 kids, so I only be working for 2 hours. You know what? Today's a sleep day. The reason I went on this tangent was because I meant to charge my headphones today. I just kept knocking the hell out. In and out of sleep all day today. I was so tired. But it was a good kind of tired. And that's the best kind of tired.
Okay, your mouth is not centered.
It was really wild seeing the different cosplays at the convention, because there was actually a mix of old and new. Like, you'd have your oh my god, so many Mau Maus, so many Jinshis, like, tons. I only saw one Himmel at the convention, which I was surprised by. Yeah, only one
It's been a little bit.
I guess. I did see more free runs, though. There was that. I saw a couple Senshis. Only one Laios, which really surprised me. Not a single Marcel,
final
though.
design?
Which was wild.
Oh.
I think it's the guy with the gun hair.
I hate it.
How bad could it be?
Why is it like a tongue?
How bad could it be?
The gun is better.
My hair could shoot both you and me. How bad can it be?
The gun is better.
All the product I use is costly.
The gun is better.
Is it?
Yes. The gun is
How
better,
could it be better
than a tongue.
tongue? Oh.
The gun is better,
Blech.
Mars.
I didn't realize it was a tongue.
It's so gross looking. It looks like a tongue. I don't think that's the point, but it's icky.
Why? Okay. Why did they add the texture that they added? Like, it did not have to be this way. It could have been smooth, and it still would have sucked.
Yeah,
But it would have been
doesn't
better.
help that much.
Well, okay. I'm looking at it from like a front angle where he's looking directly at the camera, and that's not terrible. Like,
Yeah,
from
but
that
that's
angle,
not
it
the
just kinda
angle
looks
you
like
mostly draw
curls.
characters.
No, it's not. We were so close to having something all right. Ooh, okay, yeah, that's not good. The way it dips into the forehead, into the face, that's bad. This one is much better, where he's looking straight up and you cannot tell that it protrudes, that it just kind of looks like... It looks like a helmet, but he's pulling it off. Other one is just bad.
Okay, I gotta do something here. Otherwise, you're.
I didn't, Mason. I don't think I saw too many video game characters. There were a couple here and there, but there was mostly anime. There were some Ren Fair cosplayers there, which was pretty cool. And then there was also Anastasia from the animated Anastasia, and she had the golden ball gown and everything, and you could tell she handmade it, which was nuts. I had to say, oh my gosh, I love your cosplay. She's like, thanks, this is how I made it. This is what I love about the conventions, guys. Everyone's so friendly. Everyone's like so proud of their costumes. Like, even if it's store-bought, like if you tell them, oh my gosh, I love your thing, they're like, oh my gosh, thanks so much, I got it from this. And you just vibe, and it's a great time.
I think it also adds to the like, oh, you recognize me. You know, like you recognize the
absolutely.
character, right? Is like a big.
One of my
add to
favorite
it.
moments. And I did post to my story what my cosplay looked like. Just like the main components, but I went like with the casual free run look. I didn't go with her main outfit because I wanted to thrift mine instead, you know, working on a budget and not so much time because of work. I was like, let's go for something simple this because I already own the wig and everything. So I did that, and there was one stall in Artist Alley that I went up to, and they had a really, really pretty free run poster. You can actually see it in Yelp
Is the one with the
reviews that I got.
flowers?
Yes! Oh my gosh, I love the composition. That is going in a frame immediately as soon as I am able. But I walked
can't
up to
get
the
over the
stall, and the
Fruitopia
guy
one,
immediately
though.
goes, oh, hi, free run. Would you like a free run? I'm like,
Nice.
yes, please.
I
One
can't
of my
get over
other
the
favorite
Fruitopia
moments.
I'm dying.
Which one?
The fact that you got a Fruitopia print is like
I
nuts.
lost my mind at that. I was like, holy crap, someone actually has this. Like, no fucking way. Because the Vendors Mart, which is separate from Artist Alley. So Artist Alley is where all the artists
more
go,
indie
like your local
stuff.
artists that you find on Instagram. Exactly. And I personally like Artist Alley more because the designs are more interesting. The styles are to the artist style. So I always like that more than the Vendors Mart. But in the Vendors Mart, they did have some common writer stuff, but it was like 90s era. It was like the live action stuff. So it was like, okay, cool, but I'm not in that part of the fandom yet. I'm only in the Fruitopia part.
Which is, I mean,
And what was super cool was, I'll actually share the story here because I alluded to it in Yelp reviews. I immediately ran to that stall because I was like, oh my god, that's Fruitopia, I recognize it. And I go up to the guy, I'm like, hi, I'm interested in the Fruitopia poster. That's like the first Fruitopia merch I've seen. And the guy does like a double take and he goes, wait, you watch it too? And I'm like, yeah, I watched it last summer. I absolutely loved it. And he goes, no way. Like, I've been all over Artist Alley too. This is the only one I've seen. I think I'm the only one who's been making Foodopia stuff. I'm like, dude, if you have more, like, I'll bite.
God is better.
He didn't. He only had the poster. But he starts asking, like, oh, do you watch the original comic writer? Like, how long have you been in the fandom? And I'll be like, I'll be honest, I'm a noob to the fandom because I've only watched PI, and yeah, it was pretty recent. I'm not sure where to watch the other stuff. And he goes, oh, I got you. There's a Reddit post. Somebody took all the episodes and compiled them onto a Google Doc, and they are all still there for anybody to watch. And he was like, here, let me give you the link. And I'm like, thank you.
Nice.
I got a summer plan now. Woohoo! That was pretty cool. He was awesome. I loved chatting with him. And that's what's nice. You get to just vibe, hang out. When we were in a Vendor's Mart, my friend who I was with is super into collecting Pokemon cards. And she collects them mainly for the art, which, like, base, that's why I would collect them. And the woman we ran into up there, I'm pretty sure was selling her own personal collection because it was all very specific and very, very nice cards. And we're just, like, chatting the whole time about how pretty the art is, how we each got into Pokemon. I forget how we got to this story, but eventually we started talking about, like, catching Pokemon. And she said, like, oh, I wonder in the anime, like, why they couldn't just jump on the ball to, like, hold it still for that third, shake and then catch it. Like, just hold on to the ball. So I started telling her how when I was younger and playing Pokemon, for some reason, I got it in my head that if I hold my breath and don't blink, the Pokemon will be caught. And that is what I did every time I tried catching a Pokemon. Is it'd be like, okay, 1 shake. Okay, 2. Come on, 3. Don't blink, don't blink, don't blink. Got it! Yes, I can blink now.
I knew everyone kind of did the, if you click the button repeatedly fast enough, that somehow does something.
See, I never did that.
Interesting.
I never touched anything. I just stayed very still, held my breath, and like, come on, come on, come on.
Because that was the common one.
Finally blink.
That was the common thing.
She had mentioned doing the rapidly pressing B.
Yeah,
and
the button mash.
That it worked better on than mashing A. I'm like, oh, well, I'll have to try it. I'll have to run an experiment.
I don't think that there's actually anything that can be done. I think it's
totally
all
random.
Vibes. It's not random. There's like a calculation, but it has nothing to do with button pushing.
No, not at all. Or holding your breath and not blinking.
Yeah, I love how the game would know.
If the Pokemon escaped on that third shot, I'd be like, damn, I gotta keep my eyes wider on this next one. I'd just be staring at my DS bug-eyed. My parents would be like, what are you doing? I'm like, shh. Okay, now I can talk. I got it.
Quiet, you're gonna scare it.
You're gonna scare it. You gotta hide in the bushes.
I'm totally changing the subject, but I will 100% say that the way I draw Axis's hair is definitely because I've learned how to draw Edgeworth's hair.
Oh, 100%.
Like there's definitely...
Like, you can see the Edgeworth coming through.
Yeah.
Like, in a good way.
It's definitely just like this is like trying to add new hairstyles to the Ori style repertoire, right? And it was like, okay, well, if I have to draw Edgeworth, how do I draw Edgeworth? And then it's like, this is how we draw this kind of bangs now.
And it all came together.
And it worked out.
So, Ori, I know you were geeking out over the Futo PI merch, but would you believe that the Wreck and Nice keychain was the only To Be Hero X merchandise I could find?
Really?
Yeah. Literally,
I guess.
The one stall I went to, and it was in Artist Alley, and I ended up talking with the seller a lot about it, because I was like, that's the only To Be Hero X merchandise I've seen so far, and this was like on Sunday, so it was the last day. And she's like, oh, maybe because it's still coming out. It's still kind of early. People haven't discovered it yet.
Say. Yeah.
I'm like, I guess, but man, I need my boy.
I would say that my thing is it's kind of new. You know, we're what,
Yeah.
7, episode 6 or 7 is all that's out. 7, 8, 8. Still, where you'd have to be like on top of it to be 2 months of and we're starting, that's from the beginning, right? Not even anything that's new come out, to make the thing and then make merchandise for it, right? You have to draw the art and then put in,
and you have to put
like
it into
keychains.
production.
Like prints are easier, but like keychains, you know, pins, anything like that is like, wow. Both Axis and Edgeworth were tied up, so it fits. Okay, I cannot with fucking duct tape plain Edgeworth ended me. I do know, but I don't know. But man, it was because they put it in his like sprite.
Allie, why are we saying uh-oh?
Because of duct tape. Oh, it's Godot. That's what it is.
Oh.
Godot background music.
Oh.
Oh no, it cutting out again?
Oh, rats. Come on, we got a half hour to go.
All of my shit says it's fine. Okay.
Twitch is running, YouTube is running.
Only one time has OBS cut out.
Seems okay.
Ways to to simulcast streams.
Gotta do some research.
Yeah, I want besides restream, please.
I think the funniest purchase that I made at this convention was the little cat plush. Because I did not know I was getting a cat plush. It was actually in a mystery bag. So something really fun that they do at Vendors Mart is they'll just put together these little mystery bags of like, you don't know what you're getting, but they'll write a little description on the outside. And sometimes it's a bit more blatant, like they'll have written Don to Don plus mystery, so you know you're getting one thing that's Don to Don related and one thing that's mystery. My favorite bags are the ones that just have like a vibe quote on the outside of the bag. Like one year at a smaller convention, I bought a mystery bag that said, "Oh God, someone take this off my hands." I was like, how could I not buy that? There's got to be something good in there. The one that the cat plush came in was labeled, "I love cats, but sometimes they're assholes." So when I picked that up, I was like, okay, this is either going to be really wholesome or really sus, because anime do be anime sometime. And then halfway through the convention, my friend and I look inside the bed. She's like, "Oh, you got a cute little cat plush." I'm like, well, so much for not bringing more stuffed animals into the house. Whoopsies. It's actually super cute.
It's adorable.
Its name is Tipsy, apparently. It's the Tipsy cat. And then I still need to open my Sakamoto trading card. Curious what's in there. Hopefully my boy Shin. Give me my boy.
I'm casting a StreamYard.
You know what, for Allie, for you, I'm glad you can't hear Godot.
Well, I think Godot's gone already, right? Are we back?
Probably.
Everyone good?
I think we're back.
I think we've been back. I hope so.
Do indeed hope.
I'm gonna have to do some more stuff tomorrow. It's something with OBS and Restream.
That's what we do during business meeting. We figure shit out.
Oh, Penguin's on the YouTube side.
Oh. Okay.
No one can hear us? I think
They
y'all
can't?
gotta I think Mars, type in chat to refresh the page if you can't hear. Somebody type that in chat. Has YouTube been being good, but Twitch is being bad? I don't know what that'd be about.
Well, Allie's on YouTube, so that sense.
This is so unfortunate. I need to sort this
I wish
out.
I knew what was happening, you guys.
It's always a random problem. Back, and so far it's working. Beautiful.
Okay, that's a plus. I can live with that.
Just, I don't understand. That in chat, thank you. Yeah.
Perfect.
I just don't know why it's sometimes. YouTube's been fine. All right. I'm gonna
Okay.
say that it's mostly
checked-
y'all.
I checked it on Twitch and it sounded okay to me.
I'm gonna say that it's mostly you two. You two. I don't know why I said that. Y'all. It is mostly y'all's problem.
It's you twos.
Yeah. I might get this OBS plugin instead of Restream, and we'll see for Thursday.
Okay. Maybe we can experiment with that on Thursday. Just see how it works. OBS is putting us through the ringer tonight.
OBS has only officially disconnected once, where it's given me a notification
Okay,
that
that's
it was
not
the problem.
terrible.
Every other stuttering, I don't know what has been the cause. And that's the problem. Yeah, it is. It's all the band's fault. God, remember when that was like on every Apple device or whatever and you couldn't delete it?
Yes.
What'd you miss? I don't... The pain
I will be honest,
struck.
I did like some of those songs. So I wasn't too pissed
I didn't
at them that
have
they
an
ended up
Apple
on
device
there.
at that point that like would have had that problem, so I had no idea.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I would or would not have liked it.
The songs were okay, but if there's any drama with the band itself, I do not know about. If they are irredeemable assholes, that is rather unfair.
Are we talking about the gun as struck? As the beta design? Because the gun is better than than what they landed on. I think the gun is better than the official design.
I don't know who looked at that and said, no gun, but how about tongue?
Yeah, it's just a fuzzy brown
Like,
tongue, and I
How
can't.
could they not see that?
Like, why did it have to come to a point? It's not corn. It has a middle, like, indent that makes it a tongue. It's... I can't.
I'm sorry, that is rough,
bad.
rough design.
It's bad. It's supposed to be corn. The gun was still better. Anytime, Allie. It's super easy. I learned new arts fight thing. You know, I won't gatekeep it for Thursday or anything. Tumblr is apparently good. You can upload an image to Tumblr, make a Tumblr post, and
That is
use
super
those
accessible.
links.
Like that.
That seems to be works well. So there you go. I don't know, Estrock. There's a lot of character names. I'm very confused, yeah. It's okay. I only watch certain things. How does your life even work? All right, let's see.
All the butter.
Oh yeah, I saw that when we did Grossberg. Okay, Axis, your jawline is not that thin. You're a chunkier
We gotta
boy.
make it thick.
You're too soft boy in a way that is not the way I want you to be a soft boy. There we go. I think that's better. Improved. Maybe? God, I don't know. It's not really working here. Come on, lad. Work with me. Ooh, that might be better. Okay, that's where it was. We got there. We got there. It is very Edgeworth hair.
It really is. Especially when it's thick like that. Edgeworth bangs. Some days it's Edgeworth and some days it's Edward Elwood.
I fully accept this comparison. Because it's not inaccurate.
I mean, it's two of the best characters. So
Oh, yeah.
I fail to see how this is an issue.
And while it's definitely not based off of Edward Elric, the Edgeworth is definitely like a purposeful, I like this type of bang, you know, and it works with how the Badger, you know, coloration works. Which was the important bit.
Okay, slight tangent, but I got an update that Good Smile was having another sale. And the Edward Elric pop-up parade is on sale, 50% off. It's just so butt ugly. I hate it.
Oh, no.
But the Roy Mustang is also 50% off, and he looks fabulous. So
The Roy Mustang.
yes, the Roy Mustang.
The Roy Mustang.
I think we know who Ori likes.
I love Roy Mustang. I have a Roy Mustang Funko Pop.
Nah, Roy looks great, and he's
Oh.
1950 right now. So
Oh.
I'm like,
Chilchuck got a Figma.
he did.
Aw, good for him.
Nice pastry puff.
Marcel
I'm
also
so glad
got
you like
another
Duramichi.
figure! Marcel! Rah!
She always does.
Fucking
She never not
pissed.
has a figure.
I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Give me Laios or give me death.
That's why I had to buy the little Laios keychain from the Artist Alley, because I'm like,
Oh yeah. I mean,
my
you know that
boy,
when we go to
give him
anime,
the
you
respect.
know when we go to the con, just like at the other con, I bought like multiple Dungeon Meshi posts. I'm like, yes, that
Oh.
and that
Ori,
and that.
you
Oh,
know
yeah?
the cool thing?
What?
The artist that you got your poster from at the convention we went to last year
Which
was
poster?
at the one I went to this weekend.
Which poster?
The Dungeon Meshi poster. The one you bought that I didn't veto because it wasn't a birthday present. I accidentally bought early.
Oh, nice. I think I got 2 Dungeon Meshi posters from that convention.
You might have. I thought it was only the one.
Was it the only one?
No, amazing. We're not saying we don't like Marcel. We love Marcel in this house. It's just she has way too many fucking figures.
is perfectly fine. I enjoy her character.
But
She's
Laios is
great.
the main character.
Her outfit is fantastic.
Where is his respect?
Farsil is great. But my boy, my fucking boy has maybe, question mark, this is, I think it's less, half the amount of figures that Marcel does, and I don't think that's actually true. I think he has like a
Barely
third.
Even. He has
A
2.
third of he has 3.
He has 2 and Marcel has like 18.
He has 3 figures. And Marcel
The
has
Chilchuck Figma is very
too
cute.
fucking many. Very upset.
Like if I were to type in delicious in dungeon figures, half of them would be Marcel.
Way more than
More
half
than
of them
half
are
of
Marcel. Way more than half. And it's just like, can we... Oh, Oh, they have white blood cell too. Not the white blood cell I like though. The other one.
No, they have white blood cell from Code Black.
Yeah, not the one I want. I want white blood cell
Code
from
Black
the main
was
anime.
interesting. I remember watching that, and it was definitely darker.
Yeah, well, makes sense. Oh, that's a big Momo though.
Oh, that reminds me. I saw some dragon Fallon at the convention, which was really cool. At least 3 of them, which was wild.
Nendroid Naruto for only $25 is not fucking bad.
I know, right?
Oof.
Like, the sale is kind of insane right now, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Oh,
Is it the Himmel with the little growl posture?
Yes.
Yes, I saw that. It's so cute. And Freerin has a matching one.
Oh, I see it. Oh, Himmel, my lad.
It's so fucking adorable.
It's hentai, not tentai. Oh, God.
Oh, my.
No, I don't count any of the... I bet Marcel easily has way more NSFW figures than Laios does. I would be surprised. I'm just not looking for him, of course. I wasn't looking for the Laios ones either. I was looking for normal Laios figures. I literally typed in Laios into eBay. I didn't type anything else. The word Laios. And that was like the third thing that came up.
I already
Very
have like
terrible.
2 Freerin
Ben
figures.
10s.
Do I need a third?
I'm a Ben 10 tourist, not gonna lie. I viewed Ben 10 from
was
the
good.
outside.
I remember really enjoying Ben 10. But I do remember Teenage Ben more than I do Kid Ben, because that was the era I came on in.
But I also, like, didn't watch the show, like, a lot, you know? Like, it was, like, every once in a while, like, I'll watch
Teen
that
Titans
instead of
was
anything
definitely
else.
my
Yeah,
preferred
Teen
superhero
Titans,
show.
way more.
I need to rewatch Generator Wreck. I feel like that one flew so under the radar.
I'm just looking at all these. There's like 4 Anyas. What the heck?
I know. She's really popular too.
Well, she's cute.
I actually saw a really cute family at the convention dressed up as Lloyd, Yor, and Anya. And
Beautiful.
It was adorable.
That's the stuff.
We stan. There was also a Light Yagami, which was interesting. And
That's a callback.
so many Genshin characters.
I find that Genshin, like, it's one, people who make cosplay really like the challenge, and 2, they are fairly easy to find pre-made too, you know? Did you die, Mars?
No, I'm still here. I'm
Okay.
just typing.
When you don't reply automatically to something I say
sorry, I
directly
don't
to you,
respond
I'm always just
immediately.
like, uh-oh, did something happen?
No, I'm typing! Guys, I
Okay.
literally have to talk all the damn time or Ori thinks I died.
When I've talked directly
the
at
ninjas you guys sent to my house got me.
when I've talked directly at you, I'm always like, oh, they have the gross Natsu Dragon Eel too.
Yeah, I saw that one, and I was like, is that the one that Ori hated?
Yes, that is the one that I hate. His face is wrong.
That's how I feel about Edward!
I know.
The pop-up parade for Edward is just not good!
It's just not
And I don't
good.
need him shirtless. I want him in the classic jacket, I'm sorry.
Yep. Vibes. Oh my god, they have a little Jonathan Joestar. Nendroid.
I actually found a Giorno Nendoroid, and I was like... I did like part 5 a lot. That one was okay.
I will
But
get
enough
Ooh, I see a lemon.
Yes.
You gonna have Finn?
They did have Finn. He's actually in my
get.
wish list. I think the pre-order is closed.
Ah. Oh, I saw
'Cause he
lemon on
was on
sale.
pre-order.
I was like, ooh, maybe they'll have Finn on sale.
Let me check my wish list and see if he's available, because he was in there. Little Finn was in there. Oh yeah, well, I guess that's a second animated Finn that we do know.
That is true.
Oh shit,
Because
he's available. Finn is available. He's not on sale, but he's available.
Ah, nice. I don't play Genshin. Good night,
I'm the only one
Mazen.
of our trio that plays
What's
Genshin.
gross
Good
about
night,
it?
Mazen.
About the figures we don't like? Their faces are just wrong.
Okay, Ori, pull up that pop-up parade, Edward. I will show
I just hit
you.
the edge. I just hit the end. Edward Elric.
Here, I'll
I got it.
send
I
you
got
the
it. I
link.
got it.
Okay.
It's right here when I pull it
Guys,
up.
they did my boy so dirty.
Oh yeah.
Like, what the shit am I looking at?
What is this?
This is bad. This is bad, and it makes me sad. Why
Like,
did
I'm
we
sorry.
do this?
Oh, here's a close up.
Oh,
Ah, that's not what I wanted.
like, where
Like it's just not
Sir.
right. It's just not right.
it's not right.
Yeah, it's just not right. It's just not right.
The face is all wrong. The smirk isn't right. Like, honestly, his smirk should be bigger, to be honest.
It's just not.
And
He
get
looks
his fucking
awkward.
coat.
He looks awkward.
Okay, you know what it is for me? It's the double chesticles, I guess.
See, that's kind of a
Like-
way that a muscle works. Not fully. It's a little weird, but like
It still looks weird to me.
it is weird. It is not fully right, anatomy-wise. They're like trying to do a thing. Installing and reinstalling OBS after stream. Installing and reinstalling OBS after stream.
And see Natsu.
It's so bad. Icky. He's just
Yours
also
is
not
better
right.
than Edward.
It
I
is
will
better.
say.
It is better.
It's not perfect,
it's still not
it is
right.
better.
Welcome back, everyone.
Okay, we're
I'm
back on-
Welcome back, everyone.
Okay, we're
I'm
back on
sorry for
track.
this scuff. I appreciate all of you guys sticking around.
Nice.
I just...
Nice.
I just... I got 15 minutes left. I just... Okay, I don't know.
And we're gone again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nope, we're back.
OBS plugins.
Like,
Tell me how to remove the plugins.
they did my boys so dirty, but they made Riza and Roy look fucking amazing. I'm like, God damn it, guys.
Thank you.
Show
I
the
will
main
watch that
character some
after.
love, please.
Yeah, I just don't get it.
Ah, such is life.
Interesting. All right. I have some things to try. But we shall see. Are we back? Has has everyone returned?
Are we back?
I'm so sad. I'm based.
To thank everyone real quick.
I'm just gonna do it off here and then say we're gonna end it here too.
Oh, I think we're back.
No, we're so not back. I don't know.
Oh, we're so not back.
Here
Damn.
to try and troubleshoot before Thursday.
I mean, I think they can
Thanks,
actually hear us now.
I'm still
and
saying
see
hi,
us.
everyone. Thank you all for coming. I'm sorry we're ending early. I appreciate all of
We
you guys
are
sticking
stuffed
around. This is not the
queens.
right
We
thing.
truly are. This was.
But I think we're
oof.
gonna end here. It's just really fucking up now, and I don't know why. And I want to do a whole reinstall because I don't want this to keep happening. But
Yeah,
thank
we
you all
gotta
for
fix this
coming.
before Thursday.
I think you're all here. We appreciate it. I'm sorry. I know it's only 10 minutes early, 11 minutes early. Okay, it's not that bad. Not that bad.
It's okay, Pastry
I
Puff.
want to
We
spend.
could keep that. Oh, wait. You know
time
what
to
I'll do in the
troubleshoot.
last 10 minutes?
What?
I'll start a live, and we could open the Sakamoto cards
Oh, on
on
YouTube?
Instagram.
Oh, on Instagram.
Maybe that's a thing. Maybe
I
that's
mean,
a
you
thing
could do
I
that,
can
or you could do it on Discord.
Oh, that's a thing too.
Yeah, I would just do it on Discord.
All right, let's do that then.
Okay, go over to side stream or whatever it is.
Yes.
Yeah, side stream. We'll be over there for Mars to open up her cards.
That way we
Side
get the full
stream
10 minutes.
in the Discord for card pack opening. Woo! Discord.
Yay!
Woo. Oh, I didn't do it right.
But thank you to all our
Discord.
lovely YouTube members.
Yes, thank you to our
and
other
we'll thank
YouTube
you
channel
again
members.
over there.
We appreciate you
You
all
guys
for
are
coming,
incredible for
dealing
putting
with
up
the
for
scuff.
with all this stuff.
It means a lot. Hopefully, we'll have this fixed
Jesus.
next time.
We're
If I
trying.
start streaming tomorrow randomly, it's for testing purposes. Okay, you're welcome to join, but I ain't gonna be doing anything. All right. Thanks. Bye bye.
All
See you
right.
over in
See you
Discord.
guys over in Discord.